President Yoweri Museveni is serving his last 5-year term as per the current constitution. But there seems to be moves, especially among some legislators of the ruling NRM party, to amend Article 102B of the Constitution, which caps the upper age limit for someone to run for the presidency at 75 years. Now aged 73, President Yoweri Museveni will be 77 years by the next election in 2021. And an amendment of the constitutional clause would mean President Yoweri Museveni, who shot his way to power in 1986, probably rules Uganda for life. Former 3-time Barara Municipality Member of Parliament, Winnie Byanyima, who is now the Executive Director of Oxfam International, says this would be dangerous for Uganda.
We should have a stable democracy, a constitutional democracy, where we set the rules and we let the rules work. We removed the term limits before the term limits worked. At the first instant of the term limits to work, we lifted it. Now at the first instance for the age limit to work, how can we lift it? How can we be taken seriously? It's bad for our country. It's bad for our economy because it creates uncertainty in the future of the country.
President Museveni has not publicly spoken out about the latest moves. Byanyima is urging him to clearly pronounce himself to avoid speculation.
The people who are proposing the lifting of the age limit are supporters of his political party, are members of his political party. So he can convene his party. He can show them he has no interest of. He can tell the country that he sees that it is time for him to retire. And he has an option to retire and earn the respect that he deserves.
But in an exclusive interview with NTV in 2012, the president said he would not want to stay in power beyond 75 years.
I know there are some leaders who have been leading even beyond 75. But I think if you want very active leaders, it's good to have the ones below 75.
So are you saying you wouldn't go beyond 75 yourself, sir?
Not at all. Certainly not.
At the recent burial of former DP President General John Sebana Kizito, Justice and Constitutional Affairs Minister Kahindo Tafiri said whereas there is no proposal to amend the presidential age limit in the proposed constitutional amendments, such a move is provided for in the Constitution.
You can never write a constitution and put there a provision that it must never change. It doesn't work like that. Every constitution can change, but you don't change for the sake of changing, because you can change. You change a constitution, a provision, out of a very, very serious consideration by the entire population.
In a recent interview with NTV, Deputy Attorney General Mwesigwa Rukutana said Cabinet would go with what the majority of Ugandans want.
I'm not saying it will not come. If Ugandans wish, if we as government wish, we shall bring it. But it's not among the constitutional amendment bill that we are gazetting.
It will be very unfortunate for our country that we should change the constitution to remove the age limit so that an individual, whether President Museveni or another, can be able to contest again.
There's been many calls to President Museveni to respect the Constitution, as it is now up to MPs not to amend the presidential age limit clause. In an interview with the Al Jazeera Global News Network in late April, President Museveni said he would respect the Constitution. But if the 2005 amendment of the Constitution to remove the presidential term limit is anything to go by, the NRM majority in Parliament easily amend the Constitution, which the President would then respect in accordance with his oath of allegiance.
Let religious people speak. Let youth speak. Let everybody speak against it. Let us target the parliamentarians. If they are going to take $3,000 like last time to change our Constitution, let's target them. Let's make it so hard for them even to have a bottle of soda in a restaurant.
On the speculation whether she would offer herself for the highest office in the land, Byanyima, who has previously said she is capable and has the relevant experience to be president, did not rule out the possibility as she concludes her 5-year contract with Oxfam International as chief executive.
The Oxfam platform has been an excellent platform for me to fight for justice around the world. I love it. It's a great job I've had. But as I said, I will do it for maybe a couple of more years. And after that, I'll find another platform for fighting for justice. Maybe it will be here in Kasangati. This is my home. Because even if I was here, I would find a job here to fight for justice in this community. That's who I am.
Byanyima has been a long-time crusader for equality and the rights of deprived people, who also spoke out against rampant land grabbing by the rich against the poor. She appealed to government not to amend the Land Acquisition Act that seeks to allow government to compulsorily acquire private land for public works.
I personally don't see a need for that provision. I see danger in it. I see, again, poor people becoming less secure on their land. And this has implications for their human rights, for our food needs as a country, and I don't support it.
Byanyima joined Oxfam, a UK-based global NGO working in over 90 countries in 2013 that seeks to end injustices and address the causes of poverty in the world, after a stint with UNDP and earlier the African Union Commission. Sheila Nduhukire, NTV.